Hi Pisces, hope you guys are doing well. So this is going to be your reading for October, beginning of November. I'm not really sure when I will record again or if I'm going to keep doing it. Lately I've just been facing a lot of adversity with the channels and don't really know if it's worth pursuing anymore or putting my time and energy into. I wasn't even going to do these ones, to be honest, but I received a message from someone stating that they did want them. So here I am. Here I am. We'll see what happens by next month. But yeah, it's been a different road lately, I will say that. So with that being said, there's some things I do want to update you guys on. This month, or for this reading, we're going to be going through 3 moon transits. Today, as I'm recording this, we're about to be having the full moon in Aries, which is all hitting your 2nd house, all right? Now, Aries is the ruler of the 1st house, which is ego, identity, yourself. It's also the ruler of Mars, so a lot of emotions or passionate emotions could come up for you, especially in regards to your work, your money, your cash, assets, property, how you value yourself, how others value you, what you value. So you could notice some sort of passionate changes happening in how you value money, how you value all of that related to money, and also how you value yourself and what you're looking for going forward. You could definitely let go of some things, people, places that you don't really value anymore or just don't really resonate or hit the same as they did before. On October 25th, we are having a new moon eclipse in Scorpio. So get ready because Scorpio, it's all about change, transformation, death, rebirth, all of that jazz. And it having an eclipse is going to be big. Okay, so get ready because eclipse season changes our life. 333 right there as I said that. So make sure you guys ask your angels for anything. Anytime you see 333, that means you can go ahead and ask for anything from the universe because that means you're in alignment. Now that eclipse is happening in your 9th house, which is Sagittarius energy. So that's all about higher learning, your prophecy, higher understanding, travel, long distance travel, your philosophy behind things. So there's really going to be more of a spiritual development because Scorpio mixed with Sagittarius is very, very spiritual energy. Sagittarius, they represent that higher connection to the divine. They usually have a higher, broader vision. So your entire viewpoint, perspective, perception, everything related to your vision of life, of spirituality, of values, of your prophecy, of religion, of politics, all of that may be changing and you may be having some new beliefs that come in and take place for you. When it comes to the full moon eclipse in Taurus happening on November 8th, okay? And I just have 444 right there. There could be some big things that happen in regards to your home and your foundation, especially in regards to your friends and your neighbors and your siblings, okay? That's transiting your 3rd house, whereas the eclipse is in Taurus, all right? So that's going to be happening in Taurus during Scorpio season. So Scorpio season, you're going to have the energy of change and transformation. Taurus is all about your cash, assets, your property, and then the 3rd house is about change, your friends, your communication, your siblings, and your neighbors. So you could be letting go of some certain things, certain belief systems. Maybe how you valued them is going to be shifting and changing. You could be valuing your friends more. Maybe letting go of certain friends, certain people, certain belief systems that you don't value anymore and seeing them in a whole new light and valuing them in a whole new light. That's going to ultimately bring your connections closer, okay? So Scorpio season from the 25th of October and the 8th of November, that eclipse season is going to cause a major change when it comes to your belief systems. And then also letting go of people who maybe don't align with your belief systems anymore, okay? So major energy there for you. Before we go ahead and jump into the cards, I am going to point out my little sweaters. This is my Grateful collection. It's on my Etsy shop. I just put this up. This one is universal gratitude right here. Grateful and grateful. We gotta be grateful for the highs, the lows, okay, you guys? The highs, the lows, the light, the dark. All of it matters. It's all a season, okay? It's all a season. So I have this in a few options up on my channel. I have it in notebooks, I have it in bags, I have it, all of that in the Etsy shop, okay? There's gonna be more colors coming for the girls. There are options for the boys, but with the holidays coming up, if you guys want one, go ahead and grab it. And then I do also have stuff coming out for the dogs and the kitties. The cat one is out and it says perfect Christmas. That's super cute. So make sure you guys check that out, and then let's go ahead and jump in. Yeah, Pisces, you guys are going to be having a major shift. This eclipse season is going to make a big change in your life. Wow. I wonder how your belief systems are going to be changing in regards to your friends and your siblings and the people around you. I feel like you're going to be having a much deeper appreciation. All right. We have Emira, where are you being called to journey to? Look at that. Yes, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So I feel like the universe is trying to push you somewhere, right? It's trying to push you somewhere new. It's trying to push you somewhere exciting. During the new moon eclipse in Scorpio on October 25th, I do feel you guys could be traveling during that time, or maybe going on a trip. You could be inspired to go on some sort of long distance travel, a flight, probably a flight, yeah. Probably a flight, or at least some sort of long drive. You're gonna be inspired to go on some sort of trip or book a trip to really have a new experience happen for you. 1 second, you guys. All right, I don't know what happened with you guys, Pisces. As soon as I clicked on that on my phone, everything just like messed up. The entire desk setup had to be changed. Everything had to be changed. So there is going to be some major change when it comes to probably your foundation or how you're setting things up, okay? All right, let's see. Where are you being called to journey to? Where are you going, Pisces? Where are you going? Look at this. Worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. On a journey to love, Pisces, I love it. Okay, we have one more card I'm going to read to you guys. This one's humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. All right, there's some love trying to come in for you, Pisces. No wonder you guys are first. I feel like you're on a journey to love, a journey to find love, a journey to find true, authentic, humble love. Not the love that looks good on paper, not the love that looks good because someone says it looks good, not the love because it's all about money or what it looks like or what they have. This is true, humble, worthy love that makes you feel good inside and out. So, okay. Okay, let's see. All right, tell us more. Tell us more. Oh, I love this card so much. Beyond the ordinary, 45. Exposed and revealed, and the land between, which is one of my favorite cards right here, number 40. So you're definitely in a period of transition right now, or you're about to be if you're not already. If this is where you're currently at, you're gonna go onto this little bridge area where you're in a transition and then going over into the path of what you actually want and where you actually want to go to. So don't be upset if it feels like you're going a roundabout way in order to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of our journey. If it's just a straight line and it's always just easy, a straight line, we're not going to appreciate the twists and the turns when we look back and we see what we've actually done and how we got there, right? you look at this land in between, right? Do you see that little split there? And do you see how beautiful this bridge is? And it's got a little altar. So you might have to go out of the way a little bit in order to get to that special place, in order to get to that special altar. It might look like an inconvenience. It might seem like an inconvenience, right? You can't just go across the bridge where you want to go to. But that little detour, right, where that little bridge is special. Look at the altar at the top there. Do you guys see that? If you're going out of the way, it's actually for a purpose, right? That could be where you find that special person. That could be where you find that love of your life, where you find that person to be with, to get married to. When you're in that place that doesn't seem like the place you want to go to, but you gotta go there because there's no other way, right? There's no other way. You can't get across. So you gotta go on this little detour. You gotta inconvenience yourself a little bit, and then boom, when you're there, what happens? The magic happens. Even though it doesn't seem like the place you want to be, right? It doesn't mean it's not still beautiful. So this is a place where I feel like the universe is having you go to, this land in between where you were and where you're going. But right here, this is needed. That land in between is needed for what? For you to find that love, to find that harmony, to find that balance and that beauty before you can go into that next journey of what it is that you really want. So don't be upset if you're not where you want to be, right? This is a very, very crucial part and pivotal part in your journey that's going to ultimately take you to where you want to be. All right, so allow yourself to sit into that and ease into that. There's definitely going to be some things that do come up for you and come out for you, maybe some different ways of seeing things and analyzing things. It could just be really more so an integration of you understanding who you are and your gifts and what you bring to the table. So don't be afraid to kind of reveal and expose more of who you are at the core, because you do have a gift. And I feel like if you're not showcasing that gift, you're not bringing it out into the world, 15:15 right there on the clock. If you're not doing that, you're suppressing it. So it's important for you to bring that out, and don't make excuses on why you can't do it or what you need to have in order to do it and when it needs to happen and you got to do this in order to do this and blah, 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 blah. Make sure that you actually look at things objectively and say, okay, is that true or is that just me putting a limitation? Look at that, Pisces. Make sure you're not putting a limitation on yourself, all right? Because I feel like there's a part of you that wants to come out and the universe wants to bring it out, but you got to be okay with bringing that out there, okay? All right, what else do we have for Pisces? Ace of Cups at the bottom. Okay. Something very exciting, something emotional could be coming in for you, like we already said. All right, we have 8 of Swords, restriction, 3 of Wands, preparation, and star card, Aquarius energy, hope. And then we have the Death card underneath, which is Scorpio energy, transformation, Page of Swords, gossip, ooh, devil. Ooh. Okay, so we have star card, Aquarius, Death card, Scorpio, and devil card, Capricorn energy. And there's some gossip in the between. So if you are, for example, going through a transition in your life, you're maybe wanting more freedom, you're wanting more transformation, you're wanting to heal, you're wanting to really develop yourself in a transformative way, there could be people around you who are gossiping about that, gossiping about your... They're almost gossiping about your transformation, but I want to see why. I want to see why that is. Remember, if anyone is, right, you're going through changes, you're doing something new, whatever, people are going to judge no matter what you fucking do. It doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter who you are, what you have, what you own, doesn't matter. You can't please everybody. So if you're doing something for you because you need it, right, you're going through a healing transformation, that's granting you more freedom from any negativity that you could have been dealing with, or any toxicity that you're holding on to, or any suppression or guilt or shame, any negative devilish energy, right, that you're holding on to. If you're trying to heal from that and you release yourself from that and transform from that, and someone can't understand that, or someone doesn't like what you're deciding you want to do, remember, that's only just an issue with them. That has nothing to do with you, okay? So let's look into that. Why is there gossip around this? I feel like you could be I feel like you're overthinking a little bit too much about getting to this new place that you want, right? When we say the land in between, the restriction here is that when you're preparing for it, but you're almost like over preparing to the point of saying, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want it now, I want it to be this way. Why hasn't it come? Why isn't it here? What is happening? Oh my God, I want this. This isn't what I want. This isn't where I want to be. Ba 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 ba. I can just see it now, okay? So right here, when we have the Devil card and we talk about that negativity or that toxicity or that like overbearing energy, right? Whatever that is, even if it's a negative thought, right? Or like, I'm not where I want to be, this isn't happening yet, that right there is entrapment in your own mind. No one else is doing that to you. You are doing that to you, which means it is sucking your own energy. Your negative side, right? Your shadow side is sucking your own energy. It's creating this picture of, I'm not where I want to be, I don't have what I want, blah, 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 blah. I got to go this roundabout way, blah, 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 blah. And you're creating this projection of a picture that's toxic, but you're trying to heal from that toxicity that's happening, but you're still holding on to that toxicity because when you feed into that toxicity, it drains your energy. And then you got to finally get to the place of saying, I'm not going to deal with it, I'm going to let it go. And then you heal a little bit and you transform and then you just do it again, right? It's like this evolution of just like bullshit. And then you eat your own bullshit and then you just, I'm going to get over the bullshit. And then you just do it again. And it's like, okay, all right, let's just, okay, Pisces, I'm going to help you with this, all right? And I'm sorry, this is not what I expected. Okay, let's see, what is this? Why are you projecting all of this with yourself? Why do you keep going through the same transformation? Okay, why is that? We have the Lovers card and the Nine of Swords, and here it is. Lovers, Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, that's you guys, and the Tower card, which is Scorpio energy. Wow, hold on. And we have the new moon eclipse in Scorpio happening for you. So there's going to be a major shift, like we said during Scorpio season, Death card Tower here, that's going to happen for you guys. I think the reason why you keep going in this circle, right? You keep going in this circle of like, projection of I'm not satisfied because I'm not where I want to be. I'm gonna feed into that and give it my energy. Eventually I'm gonna say I'm sick of doing that. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna transform it. I'm gonna heal from that, and then eventually the fear comes again and it happens again, right? It's like a constant projection, healing, projection, healing, projection, healing. But how many times do we need to keep doing the circle? The universe is trying to show you that if you see the circle, you see the cycle of how it's happening, right? Then you can see that land in between of where you are is right where you need to be. So whatever it is that you want, love, a relationship, job, money, a business, whatever, right? Whatever it is, be grateful for where you are. Be grateful. Be grateful for the good. Be grateful for the bad. Be grateful for the highs. Be grateful for the lows. Be grateful for the light. Be grateful for the dark. Be grateful because you are right where you need to be, right where you need to be, right where you need to be. And this place in between is where the gift is, right? And that's where the magic is. That's where the altar is. That's where it is. 222. So you are right where you need to be to have what you want, but you got to start feeling like you're right where you need to be so you can step into that energy, embrace that energy, and then pull the gifts in, right? So there's going to be a major shift that happens for you. But again, I feel like it's you who needs to allow yourself to get there. And we have orange, blue. So there's a lot of that mix of opposites that's happening for you. You could be dealing with a fire sign who helps you maybe sort through this. Orange here is the fire energy. So you could have, and then we have the orange on top again, fire energy. So you could have a fire energy who's your polar opposite element, who kind of helps you stabilize this energy so that way you're not continuing to repeat the cycle, okay? Major shift though happening for you. All right, tell us about this tower. Tell us about this tower. You're right where you need to be, Pisces. You're right where you need to be. What's this tower? This one almost came out, but it didn't. You're going towards a change. Let's see about it. What is this change? What is this change? Okay, I am dropping these cards everywhere. All right, during Libra season, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of disappointment and unhappiness that you're going to be able to fully heal. If you're holding on to any drama or holding on to any conflict that's still like tied in your energy, whether that's an old fight, an old argument, an old friend, an old situation, an old boss, an old co-worker, blah, 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 blah. 4, 5, 6, okay? 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, right here. 4, 5, 6, look that up. Let it go. Take some time during Libra season especially to sit with yourself and figure out what is it that's truly keeping me unfulfilled. What is it that I'm holding on to deep in my energy that's making me unhappy and not allowing me to fully feel as beautiful, as harmonious as I want to be? How can I finally decide to put that down for good and release that, right? You're going to go through a major release energy during Scorpio season. So now we're in Libra, right? That's when you're going to be coming to that place of balance, balancing out your own energy. And then once you get to that place of balance, then you're going to be able to shift and go through that transformation, right? So what people don't realize, and this is what's so freaking annoying, is, hold on. So many people are just like 3D, right? They wake up, they do their shit, they go to work, then they go out drinking and do it, whatever they're doing, and then that's just it. They don't think about consciousness, they don't think about life, they don't think about all of the personal evolutions, the internal evolutions, the energy of the universe, the shifts in the universe, the shifts in the seasons, the shifts in the cycles. Right? Most of them are just here, just bop, 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 bop. But you guys understand things a little bit deeper. All right? That's why I love Pisces. You guys are 12th house. You guys have that higher spiritual connection as well. Just like Pisces, and you guys share Jupiter, just like Sag, and you share Jupiter like Sag. That's why I really enjoy Pisces. So with that being said, you guys might feel sometimes like you don't always have people to talk to about the internal shifts you're experiencing or going through. You might try to deal with those alone, especially the men out there. Men, that's more of like an ego thing. They don't want to seem weak. They don't want to be vulnerable, blah, 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 blah. But also the women too, right? They are very dreamy. You guys are all dreamy. But they also tend to internalize things. So during this time, make sure that you guys are actually speaking it out, because if you're overthinking about things and you're just trying to do it all on your own because you don't want to expose what you're going through, you don't want to reveal the struggles that you're facing, you're just going to end up creating more stress. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, you're just going to keep like overthinking about some sort of anxiety or worry that you're having. And when we talk them out, it gives us a different perspective, because when we voice it and we voice it to someone we care about, we can then internalize what we just said and then shift and see it from a different perspective. That's why when I sort through things, I might think about it a lot and deal with that anxiety up in the mind, and then eventually I'll just speak it to someone, whether that's my sister, my mom, a friend, it doesn't matter. I'll speak it, and then just speaking it out shifts the energy fully, because it's not just stuck, it's not just locked up here, right? It's released. So make sure that you guys are releasing anything, and if you are having any stress that you are holding on to during Libra season, that's a great time for you to release it, to heal it and transform it, okay? And we have the Death card underneath the deck. So yeah, you're going through a major shift. All right, what else do we have for Pisces? Okay, you could be The music stopped. 1 second. Sorry, Pisces. I'm getting all these interruptions with you. You could be reminiscing on some sort of creative project or creative idea that you have that you really want to go towards. And it could have been something that you have wanted to do for a long time or since you were a child. That could be a little bit of where the gossip is coming from, especially if there's people around you who might not understand your idea, might not like your idea, might have a negative opinion towards your idea. But don't let that get in the way of your transformation. I feel like once you take action on this new creative venture and you actually go for it and you're excited about it, you're going to be overcoming a lot of negative obstacles that I feel like have been hidden in your subconscious without you realizing. So there's like this shift that you need to make internally with yourself and your confidence in what you're doing. I feel like there's like this negative voice in your mind or this doubt in your mind that's keeping you from pursuing what you actually want, whether that is a new creative endeavor, whether that's having children, 6 of Cups, whether that is whatever it is, right? Someone that you've known from the past, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, some sort of wish, some sort of harmony, some sort of happy, beautiful, possibly even relationship, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. When you decide to break through that barrier and stop giving a shit what people say, what people think, what people want, and you just do what you want because it makes you feel good, because it makes you feel happy, because it makes you feel safe and creative and excited, right? That's when all of the negative ideas, thoughts, energy that's keeping you back subconsciously is going to be released, right? You're going to break through those shackles because you're going to be in a stage of believing in yourself and no longer caring or worrying about what anyone else thinks. I feel like that's a little bit where things have been stopping you when it comes to your transformation. We have Chariot, 2 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. If you've been having any issues with your father, all right, 3, 4, 5. If you've been having any issues with your father, maybe a heartbreak or some drama in your relationship with your father, I feel like that's going to have a chance to, you're going to have a chance to have a very, very serious talk with that person. Let's see, what do we need to know about that? You're going to have a very, very serious talk about this with your father. I feel like there's some sort of unresolved issues that you guys may need to deal with that you're holding on to, again, whether consciously or subconsciously. There's some heartbreak here in this energy and some drama here. So maybe you guys had a disagreement. Maybe you had a fight. Maybe you had some sort of issue in your connection with your father that you're still holding on to. He's still holding on to. Either way, if you don't have a father around, maybe you're holding on to a little resentment or a little sadness or pain from that not turning out the way you expected or wanted, and that's something you need to release and forgive and let go of, right? Because I feel like once you do, it's really going to cause a shift in your foundations. You guys will have a much stronger, solid foundation. And that's going to really, again, give you that confidence to pursue this new opportunity that you want. Like we said, there's a new opportunity coming in for you. And I feel like once you get the confidence to bust through that, you will. And when you do break through to that level of freedom, right? You break through those gates, you break through those barriers. That's when you're going to be kind of shifting into a relationship with someone who's very romantic and someone who makes you feel very special. Let's look at that. So it's almost like you got to break your own barriers right now, Pisces. You have your own barriers that you got to bust through, okay? Yeah. But just do it. Like, just do it. Just know how great you are. We have the King of Swords just come out, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. Could have a Taurus or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini make you some sort of offer to talk to you. All right. Tell us where you're going into this relationship. Ace of Wands again, Four of Cups, Empress, and the Magician. When it comes to the creative endeavor and that creative pursuit that you want to have, or new opportunity, right? Again, that's work, that's love, that's school, that new spark that you're looking for. Again, if it's something from your past, someone from your past, an idea from your childhood, whatever. Your mother figure might not be fully supportive of that either. We had the Emperor here, and then we had the 4, 4, 4, right? And we had the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. When we look at the Empress, we have the 4 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician. So she's got the 4 in her energy too. So we got 4, 4, 4. So I feel like a little bit of what you're holding on to, right? You're still trying to work through is some sort of disappointment or misunderstanding issue with both of your parents, right? And I feel like whatever it is that you're holding on to, whether it's conscious or subconscious, again, that has to be worked through in order for you to get to this next level, right? If you want to get to this land in between, the universe is going to make you deal with whatever you need to deal with, either before you go into the special land or while you're in the special land. But it's going to be dealt with at one point or another. But I do feel like, again, that is really what's changing. If your mother, for example, okay, let me just say this. If your mother is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they could have gone a little bit into their shadow energy. And that could be where a lot of the drama came from when it comes to your parents, when it comes to your connection to your parents. That's not going to be for everybody. That's only for some people. That's only for some people. But I definitely do feel, regardless of who you are, if you're a Pisces, there's some sort of subconscious or hidden energy or maybe a hidden resentment or heartbreak that has to be worked through or talked through with your family. And when that happens, it'll bring your foundations into a much more significantly stable place. And then when you do that, you'll be able to manifest this new opportunity. But you can't manifest the new opportunity if you're still holding on to other energy that you maybe haven't released or let go of yet. Because if you are still holding on to that negative energy and you're trying to manifest a new opportunity, but that negative energy is still there, like my dad did this or my mom did this, and you're still holding on to it, even if it doesn't really resonate, but we hold on to things, we hold on to situations, we hold on to beliefs, patterns, things that happened a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 months ago, doesn't matter, we all do it. So if you're still holding on to that, but you're trying to manifest something new, they're not going to give you the gift of a new person, a new job, a new money, and then have you have this energetic pull, right, that you're still dealing with. If they give you a gift and you're still internally fighting and your energy is like this, right, internally, you're going to fuck this up. So I'm sorry, excuse my French, you're going to mess this up. So again, you got to work through this first, that internal battle first, before you can actually receive the gift and receive it in order to hold on to it. Because you can receive the gift all you want and then you can push it away because your energy is like, you know, or you can just work through the energy first, and then when you get your gift, you can hold on to it and have it forever. I would rather do that, okay? So I don't know about you guys, but yeah, sucks, but you got to do it, okay? So 10 of Cups here and the King of Cups, okay? Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. You're going to go into a very, very beautiful relationship, all right? And once this internal work is done with mom and dad, whoever that is for you, whether your parents are here in front of you, present, not, never around, 37, have passed on, or in another life, it doesn't matter. That connection that we have to our parents is still there, whether they are here in the physical or not, whether they live by you or not, whether they are present or not. It's still that tie. So this is truly about you healing your foundations at the absolute core and your worth for yourself around those foundations at the core. And then when you do that, right, that's when you shift both male and female. This reading is very split between the male and female. You guys are both really going through the same thing. But either way, your entire world is going to be healing in a strong, shocking, and significant way that's going to bring you a lot of success. So again, Wheel of Fortune, change is happening. Hold on, because you guys are going to go through a wild ride, at least internally, okay? Last thing we have for Pisces, 8 of Cups, or sorry, 8 of Wands, my bad. You could have a conversation with an Aquarius and a Scorpio that really help you when it comes to healing and transforming your life, and whatever this unfortunate stuff is that you're still holding on to, or upsetting energy that you're still holding on to. Those two people, Aquarius and Scorpio, whether they're your friends, family members, right here we have the 3 of Cups, which is friends, siblings, neighbors. 4 of Wands, that's the home, that's the family. 10 of Pentacles, that's the family. And then we have Death, Scorpio, King of Cups, right there. So if you've got those people around you, Scorpio and Aquarius, and even Libra, I'm seeing Cancer too, those people are really going to help you talk through any transformation that you're having. These friends of yours, these people around you are going to help you heal and find that growth and that joy and that excitement again. They're going to help you go through the shift that you need and find the excitement and the spark for what it is that you're actually looking for, the possibility of success that you're looking for, the possibility for happiness that you're looking for, okay? So find those people around you. They're really going to help you in a beautiful way. And last thing that we have for Pisces. Confidence is your key to success, and a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Yes! New love coming in for you guys. And we just had the new moon in Libra, okay? So, oh no, did we? Yeah, we did. We just had the new moon in Libra, okay? So there's new stuff coming in. There's new excitement coming in. Make sure you guys go through this healing. And again, don't project that fear that I'm not where I want to be, all right? Make sure we're looking at where we are is where we're meant to be, where we need to be. And we got to release this internal stuff in order to bring in that new love. So forgive anyone. Forget what you need to forget. It's not even worth remembering. Some people make fun of me because I literally will okay, this sounds really bad, but I will meet people, and until I've met them for about this second or third time, I don't always fully remember them. And it's not about like them not being significant or important. It's just that there's so much going on up here in the brain that I process and that I go through and then I work on, that I only have the room when someone has made a grand entrance, right? So they might need to knock on the door a couple times in order to get in there, right? I allow myself to forget things that aren't relevant in that moment. So for example, I forget certain memories. I forget certain people if I haven't, met them enough or talked to them enough. I forget certain circumstances. I forget negative situations too. If it's not relevant to that moment, let it go and release it. And yeah, there's certain things I hold on to, or there's certain things I remember, right? Just like everybody. But when you create that barrier and that threshold that I don't need to hold on to this if it's not important, right? I don't need to bring this with me if it's not helping me. I don't need to keep thinking about this if it's not serving me, right? If you see your life every day as, a getaway flight, right? If you're going on a getaway spontaneous trip, a getaway flight, getaway trip, you're not going to bring a 60-pound suitcase. You're going to bring a backpack and you're going to say, fuck it, let's go, right? I got my swimsuit, I got my sunglasses, I got my hat, I got my book, I got whatever I need. Let's freaking go. I don't even care. I'll figure out what I need, or I'll buy what I need when I get there. So try to adopt a little bit more of that. I think that might help you. Again, kind of lighten the load a little bit, and just know that, you know, your life is almost like a getaway flight, right? What would you grab? Is it relevant in this moment? Does it fit in my backpack? Yes or no? Because when you treat every day like a getaway trip, right? You're only taking what's essential. You're not bringing the extra fluff. You're not bringing the extra stuff. You're not bringing the extra weight. You're just carrying a cute little bag. You're like, let's go. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to lighten the load, and let's do it. Because that light energy, that lightness, that easy breezy, beautiful energy, right? That is what attracts love, attracts success, and attracts abundance to you. 333 right there on the clock. So, and then it was 4334. Okay, so you guys have a lot of synchronicities. You guys have a lot of alignment happening for you. And last synchronicity, 4343. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you very soon. Bye. Oh, don't forget, you want a sweater? Go and get it. Okay.